Hello and welcome to the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. I'm your host, Jen, a middle-aged Michigan mama, wife, and teacher who in 2021 stumbled upon this crazy cool thing called intermittent fasting. And before I knew it, I'd lost 46 pounds in 4 months and gained an incredible lifestyle filled with complete food freedom. If you're hungry for unique, no-nonsense fasting tips that actually work, you're in the right place. So whether you're walking the dog, folding that last load of laundry, or cruising to your 9 to 5, let's start fasting our way to freedom together. I'd like to start this bonus episode out with a quote by Tony Robbins. Success is buried on the other side of frustration. And boy, oh boy, can frustration become a really big hurdle when it comes to losing weight, especially because there's absolutely nothing more frustrating than putting in a whole bunch of effort and not really knowing if what you are doing is working or not. If you've started your intermittent fasting health and weight loss journey, you might be wondering, is this even working? Am I wasting my time? Especially if you've been doing this for a few weeks and you haven't seen the numbers on the scale go down yet. In today's short but sweet bonus episode, I'm going to give you 10 signs to look out for, some more obvious than others. But get excited because if you are experiencing any of these 10 signs, that means that you are on the right track and intermittent fasting really is working for you. Sign number 1. We'll start with the most obvious sign, and that is weight loss. While everybody's weight loss journey looks different, if you are seeing the numbers go down on the scale, your body is starting to tap into stored energy reserves, and intermittent fasting is most definitely working for you. It's a good idea to remember, though, that weight loss is just one of the many, many benefits that intermittent fasting can offer. And if you're not seeing weight loss right away, don't freak out, because we have 9 more signs to talk about today, meaning once intermittent fasting starts working in your body, the weight loss will eventually come. Sign number 2 is noticing your clothes fitting better. Even if that stupid number on the scale is not budging, intermittent fasting is absolutely working if you notice changes in the way your clothes fit, body measurements, and overall appearance. As the body adapts to being in the fasted state, it starts to utilize stored energy. And these shifts can lead to noticeable changes in your waistline, in hips, and other areas where fat is stored. These are all really great signs that intermittent fasting is indeed working within your body. Sign number 3 is a big one, and that is increased energy. As our bodies get used to fasting periods and restricting food intake, it starts to become more efficient at using energy sources. If you're noticing that you're more alert and productive, especially during your fasting windows, intermittent fasting is totally working for you and aligning with your body's natural rhythms. And you may also notice that you're able to maintain stable energy levels throughout the day, not getting that typical midday crash or feeling like you need to take a late afternoon power nap. Sign number 4 is improved focus. If you're experiencing less brain fog and instead heightened focus and mental clarity, intermittent fasting is most definitely starting to work for you. Sign number 5 is reduced cravings. If you are experiencing a reduction in cravings, that should absolutely be taken as a significant sign that intermittent fasting is working for you. Since fasting helps regulate blood sugar and reduce insulin levels, this can lead to a decreased desire for sugary, high-calorie, junky foods, and instead an increased desire for more healthy foods. Also, if you find yourself less preoccupied with constant thoughts of food and fewer intense cravings, That is a surefire way to know that your body is adapting to this new eating pattern and intermittent fasting is working for you. Sign number 6, improved sleep. Improved sleep can be a great sign that intermittent fasting is working for your body. When you follow an intermittent fasting plan, your body starts to balance hormones that control hunger and stress. This balance can help you feel more relaxed and ready for sleep. Many people notice that they fall asleep faster and sleep more deeply when they are fasting. Better sleep can then lead to more energy during the day and help you feel healthier overall, showing that your fasting routine is having positive effects. Sign number 7 is another awesome one, and it is reduced body inflammation. A reduction in body inflammation can be a very significant sign that intermittent fasting is doing its thing. As the body adapts to fasting cycles, it may activate cellular repair mechanisms and start promoting that cool thing we talked about in the 10 Awesome Benefits episode, autophagy. A process that helps remove damaged cells from the body and replace them with newer and better ones. You may notice this sign in a variety of ways, including less joint stiffness or pain, reduced bloating, clearer skin or a reduction in skin issues like acne or redness, fewer allergy symptoms such as sneezing or congestion, less swelling in the body, and faster recovery times with less soreness after workouts. All right, sign number 8 is improved bowel movements and digestive health. You might notice that you feel less bloated and have less gas, which are signs that your digestive system is working more smoothly. Your bowel movements may become more regular and easier. You might also experience less stomach discomfort or fewer issues like constipation or diarrhea. All these changes suggest that intermittent fasting is working to help your body maintain a healthier gut and digestive system. Sign number 9 might seem a bit silly, but sign number 9 is feeling cold. If you are experiencing a sensation of feeling shivery or colder than usual, it can definitely be a potential sign that intermittent fasting is having a positive impact on your metabolism. Many people feel cold when intermittent fasting is working in their body because their metabolism is adjusting to using their stored fat for energy. And since your body is burning fat instead of carbs from food, it might produce less heat, leading to a chilly sensation. This feeling is usually temporary. I know it was another big sign I noticed for several months after I started fasting, but it did eventually go away. So bundle up, grab a warm blanket or an extra sweater, and take it as a win. Because again, being cold means intermittent fasting is totally working for you. And sign number 10 is going to seem like a weird one, but it is such a common sign that many people notice at the beginning of their intermittent fasting weight loss journey, and that is that they are not hungry. So if you're noticing that when you sit down to eat, you're getting full way sooner and wanting to eat way less, that is absolutely normal at the beginning. And that is because when you fast, and as your body starts adjusting to this new eating pattern, your body begins to use stored fat for energy instead of relying on food. And this shift can help balance hormones that control hunger, like leptin and ghrelin, making you feel satisfied for longer periods of time. I personally noticed this sign very early on in my IF weight loss journey. It took a few months before I started to get into the groove of fasting and for my full appetite to return. So there you have it. Please stay in the game and don't get discouraged if you're not seeing the results you'd hope for quite yet. Try to be patient, as hard as it may be, because everybody's journey takes a different timeline along a different path. And remember, you definitely don't want to quit 5 minutes before the miracle happens, because if you are noticing any of these signs, including weight loss, clothes fitting better, increased energy, improved focus, reduced cravings, better sleep, less body inflammation, improved digestion, the shivers, or decreased hunger, intermittent fasting is totally working for you. Have a truly blessed and beautiful day. Hey, thank you so much for choosing to spend part of your day listening to this episode of the Intermittent Fasting Gems with Jen podcast. If you think these tips could help a friend or a family member, please consider sharing this episode with them. And if you really enjoyed the show, taking a minute or two to leave a positive review would be so appreciated. Tune in for new 15 to 25-minute episodes released on the 10th, 20th, and 30th of each month. Episodes will feature solo shows filled with IF hacks that have worked for me, as well as episodes where I get to chat with fun folks of all ages who've experienced incredible success with intermittent fasting. If you have questions or want more unique intermittent fasting health and weight loss tips, tricks, and recipes, please visit my website and blog at sowhatifwithjen.com. Finally, we'd love to welcome you into our free intermittent fasting Facebook support group, So What If with Jen. Find all of these links in the show notes below. And as always, I hope you spend your day loving without fear and laughing until your cheeks hurt.